The world stands still, shrouded in mourning and suspended anticipation. Shock waves rippled across the globe as the Vatican solemnly confirmed the peaceful passing of Pope Francis. The beloved pontiff died at his Casa Santa Marta residence on Easter Monday, April 21, 2025. As the Catholic Church begins preparations for the funeral rites of a leader who profoundly reshaped the modern papacy, a powerful and historic question now dominates conversation. From Vatican corridors to village parishes, could the next pope be African? The very possibility is electrifying. Such an election would not only break centuries of precedent, but could see, for the first time in history, a black man leading over 1 billion Catholics worldwide. Amidst the grief, the search for the 267th successor to St. Peter is already stirring intense speculation. Though the papal conclave remains cloaked in secrecy and solemn tradition, the global spotlight has shifted dramatically to the one region, where Catholicism is growing at an explosive rate: Africa. Many see this as Africa's moment, a recognition of its vibrant faith and rising influence within the Church. Several African cardinals have emerged as strong contenders, each bringing distinct strengths, deep pastoral insight, and bold visions for the Church's future. Leading the conversation is Cardinal Peter Turkson of Ghana. At 76, he is a figure of immense respect, often seen as a bridge between tradition and modernity. Born to modest beginnings, the son of a miner and a market vendor, Turkson's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. After studying in Ghana and New York, he was ordained in 1975 and rose steadily through the ranks, becoming Archbishop of Cape Coast in 1992 and Ghana's first cardinal in 2003 under Pope John Paul II. A seasoned Vatican insider, Turkson has held significant roles, including president of the Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace, and later, the inaugural prefect of the Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development, an office established by Pope Francis himself. Known for his eloquence and pastoral depth, he has long championed social justice, environmental responsibility, and human rights, issues close to Francis's own heart. Turkson has even served as papal peace envoy, notably in South Sudan, demonstrating both diplomatic finesse and global moral leadership. While regarded as moderately progressive, particularly on matters like compassion toward diverse cultural views on sensitive issues such as homosexuality, his deep administrative experience and African roots make him a compelling contender. Notably, Turkson was mentioned as a potential papal candidate during the 2013 conclave. Though he told the press in 2023 that he prayed against being elected, his continued presence on the global stage ensures his name remains near the top of the list. Another frequently discussed figure is Cardinal Robert Sarah of Guinea, now 79. Representing the Church's more conservative wing, Cardinal Sarah brings with him a storied career in Vatican leadership, including a key role as Secretary of the Congregation, previously serving as President of the Pontifical Council, Cor Unum and the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples. Cardinal Robert Sarah of Guinea was appointed by Pope Francis in 2014 as Prefect of the Congregation for Divine Worship and the Discipline of the Sacraments, a position he held until 2021. Cardinal Sarah is widely recognized for his firm defense of traditional Catholic liturgy and doctrine. He has been an outspoken critic of what he refers to as gender ideology, same-sex marriage, and abortion, grouping these alongside Islamic extremism as major threats to the family and societal cohesion. In 2016, his call for priests to celebrate Mass ad Orientem, facing the altar, sparked intense debate, underscoring his deep commitment to liturgical tradition. Though some may view his age, 79, as a limiting factor, Sarah's unwavering theological clarity and firm stance on orthodoxy resonate with many within the Church who are yearning for stability, continuity, and a return to traditional values. Another prominent name gaining momentum is Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo Besungu of the Democratic Republic of Congo. At 65, he is younger than both Turkson and Sarah, offering the potential for a longer pontificate. As the Archbishop of Kinshasa and president of the Symposium of Episcopal Conferences of Africa and Madagascar, SECAM, Ambongo is a Capuchin friar, known for his passionate advocacy for social justice and his courageous political engagement on behalf of the marginalized. Born into a large family in rural Congo, Cardinal Ambongo has become a powerful voice against systemic corruption, neocolonialism, and the exploitation of Africa's natural resources. His boldness has not come without consequence. In early 2024, he was accused of sedition by the Congolese government, a sign of his fearless role as a defender of the people. Interestingly, while Ambongo is considered progressive in his approach to social and political issues, he maintains a strong orthodoxy on matters of faith and morals. He has consistently defended traditional church teachings, including the sanctity of the family and priestly celibacy. This rare blend of social activism and doctrinal fidelity, combined with his continental leadership role, positions him as one of the most complex and intriguing candidates in the race. The growing support for an African pope is far more than symbolic. It reflects a profound demographic transformation within the global church. According to Vatican data released in October 2024, Africa is now the fastest-growing region for Catholicism, with over 7 million new adherents joining the faith in the previous year alone. In just over a century, the continent's Catholic population has surged from fewer than 1 million in 1910 to an estimated 265 million today. This remarkable growth, often amid political instability, poverty, and persecution, demonstrates not only the resilience but the depth of faith found across the continent. As author Greg Tobin observed in a recent interview, choosing a pope from Africa would not simply be a nod to diversity, it would be an acknowledgement of where the heart of the church is beating most fervently today. Such a moment would capture the world's imagination and affirm the extraordinary vitality of Catholicism in Africa. Theologian Jonathan Morris echoed this sentiment, noting that an African pope could uniquely bridge the ideological divide within the College of Cardinals, while also representing the Church's most dynamic and fastest-growing region. For many, the time has come to recognize and reward the faith, resilience, and devotion of African Catholics, especially in the face of hardship and persecution. But will the centuries-old institution take that bold step, electing its first Black leader from the global South? The possibility hangs in the air, charged with historical weight. Should it happen, the implications would be profound. It would signal a seismic shift in the Church's identity, acknowledging that its spiritual and demographic center of gravity has moved decisively beyond its traditional European heartlands. From the Vatican's perspective, an African pope could bring fresh energy and perspective to the papacy, strengthening relationships with the developing world and offering a more direct, empathetic approach to addressing global inequality and injustice. For the candidates themselves, it would represent the pinnacle of spiritual service, a chance to lead the universal church while bringing the richness of their cultural and pastoral experiences into the heart of the Petrine ministry. For Africa, it would be a moment of profound pride and historic validation, an unmistakable sign that the continent is not just part of the Church's future, but essential to its present. It would symbolize universality, renewal, and a shift toward inclusivity in one of the world's most enduring institutions. Yet the path to the papacy is never simple. It must be navigated through the intricate theological currents and political dynamics of the College of Cardinals, where conservative and progressive visions for the Church still vie for influence. As the days stretch into weeks and the cardinal electors prepare to gather beneath Michelangelo's iconic frescoes in the Sistine Chapel, the world watches, breath held in anticipation. The legacy of Pope Francis looms large, but the future is wide open. Could the smoke that rises from the Sistine Chapel's chimney soon herald a pontiff from Africa? The unfolding drama in Rome could mark a defining chapter in church history. As the Catholic Church prepares to choose its next shepherd, one question echoes from the ancient stones of St. Peter's to the plains of Africa. Is the world ready for a pope from Africa? History waits for an answer.